Welcome back to my channel. I'll be reacting to Animation Rewind's newest video. Right for God, Thanos versus Darkseid, the rematch. Yep, it says it right there. Thanos versus Darkseid rematch. So yes, guys, this will be the rematch. After season 1, episode 54, I want to say. I think 54 or 53. Which he did say without an anti-life equation, the Infinity Gauntlet, and Stone. So that will be pretty hard because I did not know too much about each character. But I do know without the anti-life equation and the Infinity Gauntlet, uh, but here's the thing. I'm not sure because I have not seen these two without the anti-life equation and the anti-life equation and the Infinity Gauntlet, which all depends on which version he's using. Because, hey, who knows? Maybe one Thanos is stronger than Darkseid, or one Darkseid is stronger and better than Thanos. But if I do have to pick, if you guys are forcing me to pick, I have seen a movie with Darkseid, or one of the Justice League and Darkseid. And also this was also during Hurricane Irma. I have seen one movie with them, literally the whole movie, which I do want to side with Darkseid, but at the same time, I did grow up with Thanos. Well, not grew up. I seen like a part. Okay, because this is Marvel series called Marvel's Avengers Assemble, all that stuff, that little series. And I did see the. I don't know. I'm not gonna pick. I'm not gonna pick. Because I do not know too much about each character. I only know that they have a load of spirits. And also, I still don't get cussed because my brother's still here, my baby brother. But anyways, yes, guys, I'm not gonna side because it's already tough for me to pick. Because I don't know. Again, I don't know too much about each character, and yeah, I don't know too much about each character, which I can't be like, oh yeah, he's stronger and faster than him because he can tag and catch and can also tag and also can beat Like, you know what I'm saying. Without further ado, guys, let's get on with Senor video right now. This was guys' video date. Oh wait, let me back this up a little. Sorry. I know we should have done all this before I even started, but we know it. But yes,
What's up, everyone?
Guys,
episode of the third season of Cartoon Flight Club. I'm your host, Animation Rewind. Real quick, before we move on with tonight's episode, there's a very important season 3 update that I'd like you to watch if you haven't seen it yet. This update video is filled with a ton of important information that my fans really need to know and understand.
Yeah, I have seen it.
Support season 3. But if you have seen that video and you know how the game is played,
but damn it, I lost my train of thought. Damn it. I'll probably put in like little text right now of what I did say. If I don't, my bad. I literally lost my train of thought. But anyways, yes, guys, I have seen the video for this. Apparently, since all these expensive animation, it is costing him more than he thought. It's only been like what, 2 months, a month or two at least. But yes, I know I have to watch. I know we had to Smokey the Bear versus McGruff the Crime Dog from Death Bell. Yeah, there's a few things I gotta react to, gotta catch up. But without further ado, let's get on with this video now.
Then let's get
No, no, don't even.
Get ready for the fight. And tonight we have the long-awaited rematch between Thanos the Mad Titan and Darkseid, God of Apocalypse. That's right, it is a rematch, so be sure to watch part 1 if you haven't seen this part 2. This rematch has them in their base forms. No anti-life equation, no infinity gauntlet. A straight-on grudge match between Thanos and Darkseid. So let's not waste any time and introduce Cartoon Fight Club's next round of fighters.
Alright.
Have you ever wondered why Darkseid is
That skill, though.
What if I told you that there was once a time when he was a happy little boy? Well, if I told you that, I'd be lying. Darkseid was always a bit of an unsettling presence, to say the least. This is because he comes from a new faction of gods known as, that's right, the New Gods. And if there is new gods, that means some
I'm sorry, guys.
gods fought in a war, and risen from the ashes of that war were the new gods and 2 new planets. A bit of an unsettling presence, to say the least. Fight Club's next round.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Have you ever wondered why Darkseid is always so grumpy? What if I told you that there was once a time when he was a happy little boy? Well, if I told you that, I'd be lying. Darkseid was always a bit of an unsettling presence, to say the least. This is because he comes from a new faction of gods known as, that's right, the New Gods. And
such a creative name, am I right, guys?
Something happened to the old gods, which is correct. Something did happen. For some reason, the old gods fought in a war, and risen from the ashes of that war were the new gods and 2 new planets. These planets were Apocalypse and New Genesis. With no explanation, New Genesis was the heavenly-like world, and Apocalypse was pretty much hell.
So mainly, God and Satan planet.
Darkseid really didn't like this life equation for some reason, which is why he seeks the anti-life equation. And that is pretty much Darkseid's story. Well, at least a summary of it. He's an angry, godlike ruler who will do anything to get his big
face, though,
on the anti-life equation. But in his way,
go back. I'm sorry.
Anything to get his big
that face, though. Wait, let me see if I can back this up an extra.
Story. Well, at least a summary of it. He's an angry, godlike ruler who will do anything to get his...
That face, though. Literally, that face. Literally, that face. That face says it all. My God.
Big beady claws on the anti-life equation. But in his way lie the Justice League and his son Orion. Except he killed Orion, so just the Justice League.
No,
this guy possesses colossal super strength. As a high-tier cosmic being, Darkseid can easily overpower and kill most galactic beings. He can bend and break through virtually any man-made metal, can lift extremely heavy objects, and decimate full-size buildings and other structures with his might. He possesses enough strength
to
buildings such as Superman and Spectre in combat. His signature move is the Omega Beam. He focuses this power as a form of energy that he fires from his eyes. This effect not only is a relentless attack, but it is capable of teleporting the target to any location Darkseid chooses and recall them later, or erase the target from the universe and similarly reform them. Darkseid has pinpoint control over his Omega Beams, which allows it to travel in straight lines or bend and twist on his command. As a god of Apocalypse, Darkseid can live almost indefinitely. He cannot age, wither, or degrade. However,
like a good majority of gods,
high-tier aliens such as Kryptonians can and have killed him. Now, obviously, Darkseid has died and has been beaten before. He must have a weakness, and he does, which is Radion. Darkseid and
I don't think this battle had prep time.
To this substance known as Radion. Its source is unknown.
I don't think this battle had prep time, so I don't think Thanos can get that.
Explosive pressure. The average new god can be slain by as little as a single Radion bullet. Unless we have Darkseid's Omega effect, this is the core of which other abilities manifest from. This effect allows him to transverse through time and space, also enabling him to break barriers and force fields. In other words, the Omega effect is similar to telekinesis on steroids.
Oh my gosh.
Darkseid is a universal.
Oh my god. I can imagine it right now. Just like his head has that like little bulge and be like
elements such as radium. Oh no. Thanos is back, but this time he is without the Infinity Stones or his Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Regardless, he is still a feared Titan Eternal. In fact, he is one of the most powerful Titan Eternals in the Marvel Universe. Now yes, technically Thanos is of the Eternal race, but more accurately, he's an offshoot sect, which is known more promptly as Deviants. The Deviants are similar to Eternals in terms of power, gene, and immunity against aging and disease. However, they lack nobility and a good-willed spirit.
Mobility
This is
or
where Thanos
nobility?
comes in. His story starts off as a prince on Saturn's moon, Titan. Since Thanos was so different from his family, he often quietly
Such a
disagreed with their
badass
views
planet
on peace
name.
and prosperity. At first, he was more fearful of his bad thoughts and not proud of them. This changed when he traveled into an uncharted temple and laid eyes on his crush Death herself. Blinded by love, he really wanted to impress Death, so he thought it'd be a good idea to destroy all life in order to win her over. And thanks to his impressive power, he was able to cause
that's the series I was talking about.
in the Marvel Universe. So let's go over those powers. He is fast enough to keep up with Silver Surfer, strong enough to wrestle with the Hulk, powerful enough to outblast Thor, and smart enough to outthink Galactus. Thanos has displayed great versatility in the use of his energy projection powers. He has demonstrated the ability to project energy with a concessive force, gamma radiation bursts, infrared heat beams, and disruptor beams, as well as form force fields. Thanos possesses vast telepathic abilities. His mind is invulnerable to most forms of psychic attack. So far, Thanos has demonstrated ability to project blasts of
somewhat like
energy,
illusions,
as well as being able to shut down another being's mind and can communicate
get
telepathically
shut
with
down.
most, if not all, beings. Like all Eternals, he is immortal in the sense that he is immune to all known diseases and infections, plus the effects of aging. Formerly, Thanos was banned by death itself from entering its realm, rendering him truly immortal. No matter the severity of any
body
injury,
or spirit,
Thanos will be unable to die since technically he is banned. Despite his extraordinary durability, it is possible to injure Thanos. Immortality is not the same as omnipotence. Technically, his spirit might be impossible to put to rest, but his physical body does have limits that can be broken. Overall,
I'm not
Thanos
surprised.
is a supreme eternal life form
I'm not
with
surprised,
a
to be
craving for
honest.
power and death. He will do whatever it takes to please his love for Death. And now, let's set ourselves a circumstance. This battle will take place on Earth, and remember, this is a grudge match in their base forms. So no Infinity Stones, no Infinity Gauntlet, and no anti-life equation, no preparation. With all this in mind, let the battle begin.
Okay, yep. Okay, yep. So Thanos effed. He's literally fucked.
Darkseid.
Out my ears.
Thanos reigns. The multiverse is mine.
That voice of Thanos.
Destiny awaits. I shall rule unopposed.
Okay, let's just put this down a little lower.
It's not over.
Because these sound effects are high. Right, motherfucker.
Bow before Darkseid.
Sure you can. Power.
Pray.
Ah, Coco, D fart.
Omega shot. Die. Omega shot. Fool.
Omega shot? I thought it was Omega beam, not shot. But whatever.
I will unleash power beyond your eyes. God, I'll put your head on my throne.
Okay, one. I don't think they would fight in a fire building.
Omega blast.
Nice, Thanos. Oh, he died by the Mega Beam against a moon with a little sandwich. Really?
I hope you enjoyed that animation. Special thanks to Isaac B for putting it together. Also, please check out the Cartoon Fight Night channel.
Nice job,
We have
Isaac.
a Bendy
You
versus
should watch
Mr.
this
Game & Watch
video.
episode that I think some of you would enjoy. Thanks, and now for the post-analysis.
Oh yeah.
Now before...
Actually, oh my gosh, notification. But anyways, before I do get on with the video, I know I'm behind two animation Cartoon Fight Club, which is manga versus comics, Hyper War, and Asuna versus Weiss. Asuna versus Weiss, there's no way. Because I've seen that way too many times on All Star Showdown, which I reacted to, and Difinoid. I feel like some other channel too. But anyways, that's mainly why I am not reacting to that, because I already know who will win Weiss because of her much more useful arsenal, much more stronger, faster, more experienced. Plus, even though Asuna is a team player, which she is not used to fighting solo too. I mean, so I know is Weiss, but Asuna has shown much more being a team player than actually a solo person like Kirito. But here's the thing: Weiss does do that too, but it's more consistent on her being solo than actually with Asuna. But that's a whole different video. Let's get on with this now.
we break down each category, it is important to understand that yes, technically Thanos is banned from death, but immortality is not the same as omnipotence.
No.
Sure, his spirit can never be rested in the realm of death, but that doesn't mean his physical body is 1000% completely unbreakable. Thanos with that Infinity Gauntlet does have his fair share of limits. While they are impressive and high limits, they do have their peaks, and so does Darkseid, as I'm about to explain, though Darkseid's peaks are a bit higher, which does give him the win. When it comes to speed, both characters are impressively fast. Now, in comic books, it's kind of impossible to pinpoint exact numbers, since time is usually implied and not directly stated. With that in mind,
Okay.
Darkseid is easily fast enough to keep up with Superman and, more impressively, Spectre in combat. Now, it is hard for me to say exactly who's faster between him, Superman, and Spectre, since they do trade blows fairly equally at similar...